Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we covered Aloe Vera Care, including watering, called Propagation, and the 7 different aspects it needs, including sunlight. I have added the time signature to the descriptions so that you can find the beginning of each topic. If you want to get information about a specific topic, you can jump directly to that part of the video, or you can watch all the topics with me. How do you take care of aloe vera? Let's watch together. What is the ideal temperature for the aloe vera plant? It provides the best yield between 13 and 27 degrees. I'm not saying it can't survive above 27 degrees. However, if the temperature in your area drops below 13 degrees, I recommend bringing your plant indoors. We don't want it to freeze from the cold. How much light should the aloe vera plant receive? You can grow your aloe vera either outdoors or indoors. Let's assume you keep it indoors. You want to give it as much light as possible. The only thing you need to be careful about is not placing it too close to the window, especially if you have a window facing west, because that window can intensify the sunlight and burn the leaves of your aloe vera plant. When you place your plant too far from the window, it will stretch its height to reach the light, and this will create gaps between the upper leaves and the lower leaves. It has a hollow stem with leaves only at the top, so you need to position it neither too close nor too far. If you're keeping your aloe vera outside instead of indoors, actually you will need to treat it a bit differently. Keep it away from the scorching afternoon sun. However, depending on the climate conditions, it can receive 4 to 6 hours of morning sunlight. After the morning sun, observe it for the rest of the day and make sure it looks healthy while it's under direct light. Of course, this can vary depending on the climate you live in. In temperate climates, it can receive more sunlight. In very hot and dry climates, it may need a bit more. It depends on the type of your plant and the climate it has evolved in. You can tell if it's been exposed to too much sunlight when the leaves start turning orange and burning. Change its location immediately. What is the best type of soil for aloe vera plants? These plants prefer soil that doesn't retain water because they don't like too much moisture accumulating around their roots. Don't use garden soil or regular potting soil. These 2 types of soil retain too much moisture. It retains moisture and your plant can easily rot. By the way, try not to change pots too often. Check it once a year. If it looks like there are too many roots coming out of the soil, it's time to repot. Choose a pot with drainage. 1 size up is ideal. How often should the aloe vera plant be watered? You need to adjust the watering needs based on where you got your plant. It depends on whether it's outside or not, whether it's in extreme heat and strong winds, or if it's indoors. So, the humidity of the environment is very important. The best way to measure this is to stick your finger, into the soil up to the 2nd knuckle and check. If the tip of your finger is damp, don't water it. Generally, during the growing season in summer, you can water it every 2 weeks, and in winter, you can give it a little water every 3 to 4 weeks. How can you tell if you're giving your plant too much water? If the leaves start to soften and their colors lighten and they droop down from the sides, it means you've given your plant too much water. This is usually the first sign that your aloe vera is starting to deteriorate. If you're not giving enough water, the leaves will start to thin out because it has to use its own moisture to survive. In a way, the leaves start to wrinkle. You can tell that you're giving the right amount of water by the firmness of the leaves, meaning they feel full. How often should the aloe vera plant be fertilized? These plants don't need a lot of fertilizer. In March, then again in May, and July will be sufficient. After autumn, it goes into a resting phase. The fertilizer you give should be in small amounts and should not be animal manure. It should be rich in potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen. I will add natural fertilizer recipes and explanations about this above. You can access it through the link. How can you propagate the aloe vera plant? Actually, propagation is very simple. Aloe vera produces small baby shoots. Some of these are produced from their roots, while others come from their stems. All you need to do is go down to the root. Take the baby aloe. You can either wait for the area you separated to dry out for 1 to 2 days, or you can plant it directly into the soil. If you plant it directly into the soil, without waiting outside for 1 to 2 days, don't water it for about 5 to 7 days. Choose a pot with drainage based on the size of the baby aloe vera. Don't use soil that doesn't retain water, meaning neither garden soil nor regular potting soil. You can use soil that is meant for cacti. The part of the baby aloe vera that remains in the soil needs to dry out. As soon as you plant it in the pot, we don't water it. We wait for a week and then we water it. Put stones around it so that your plant doesn't sink into the soil. Make sure it stands upright. This little baby will start to form bubbles within 1 to 2 months. If you want, you can make a practical hanger from thick rope like in this video to hang your pot up high. How do you prune the aloe vera plant? So, how do you extract the gel inside? There are many varieties of aloe vera on the market. You can cut the leaves of the medicinal aloe vera and use the gel for many treatments. To prune the aloe okra and use the gel, cut it about 4 to some 5 cm from the tip and wait for the cut area to heal. Here is the tip that was cut earlier. It will naturally dry out and heal. This is the gel that comes out. You can use it for burns, acne, and psoriasis. There are many different areas of use. I would like to warn you about one thing. Aloe vera should not be consumed orally. It can cause kidney issues. So keep it away from places where pets and children can reach. What are your experiences and thoughts about the aloe vera plant? I want to know. If you write your experiences in the comments, you will also help all my followers benefit from your experiences. Remember that we learn a lot from each other. Your experiences are valuable to me. Share this video so everyone can see it and leave a comment below. At least a simple thank you or a suggestion as feedback. Write it down. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, you can subscribe for free to support me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate the bell. See you in my next videos.